Hey there, Segudo golfers. Tom Segudo here, PGA member and founder of Segudo Golf. And a big shout out to Dustin Johnson for his victory yesterday. Go Chanticleers, woohoo! And today we're going to be taking a look at his golf swing and one of his key moves that he uses to be so successful. So I'll see you in the episode. Let's get started. Dustin Johnson is a super athlete, and it's very rare that you find a guy like him on the PGA Tour with that level of athleticism, coordination, balance, and power, and put it all in one package. And it's the reason he's so successful on tour. But that aside, he's got his own unique quirks in his golf swing. His golf swing is very homegrown, and it's just, that's what makes it work for him. But he's got this really good move that you can take away from his swing that'll help you control your shots a ton better. In Dustin Johnson's golf swing, he makes a really unique move. He takes the club back rather normal, but then when he nearly gets to the top of the backswing, you see his wrist bow like this and the club face point toward the sky. So the bowing meaning the wrist is pointed outward like this, or flexed outward, and then the club face pointing skyward, meaning that it's closed. Typically, I wouldn't have any amateurs do this because what happens is you'll get to the top with a closed club face and you'll bring it back to the ball with a closed club face, meaning that ball is going left for the right-handed player. Well, Dustin's built this into his swing. This is his natural homegrown type of move, and that's good for him. He can be successful on tour. I don't recommend amateurs do any of this, but we're going to talk about a move he does with this wrist that'll help him to be successful. So knowing that he's bowed up here at the top and the club face is closed, he's got to find a way to get the club face square so the ball starts on target. So what he does is he turns his hips more than any player. He'll move laterally just a little bit to get the club set, but you'll see this club shallow quite a bit, and then he turns his hips really hard, keeping the club face square. This allows him to de-loft the crap out of the club and hit the ball a mile. So like I just mentioned, this club face is very shut at the top, pointing nearly skyward with that bowed wrist. Now the reason Dustin is so consistent is that he uses his body to square the club face, not the hands. This is the key move. When he starts his downswing, you see a little bit of weight move into the left leg, and then you see him turn very hard. And this turning motion causes the club face to get square, like so. Now, I'm exaggerating the amount of forward shaft lean here because I'm not Dustin Johnson, but just giving the idea, when I get to impact here, that club face is square, slightly open, which enables him to hit that beautiful push draw that starts right and curves back to the target. Not only that, you can see how much he's de-lofting the club here, which enables him to launch that ball with a really projecting type of ball flight. And then after impact, part of this key move, as he keeps turning through, which he has more hip turn than most players on TV, I think. When you look at that belt buckle, it's here at impact. You rarely see that among golfers. In fact, I recommend people move the weight forward and then turn a little bit later, but because he's got this special situation at the top, he has to do it earlier to here. And then after impact, this is a power move. He extends everything straight through and he doesn't roll his hands. He knows that if the club face rotates at all in here to here, that ball's going left. This is what makes him so consistent. This is how he can hit laser beams all day long, win golf tournaments. And what I'm talking about here is not about being technically perfect, but if you know at the top where the club face is, and if you know that when you start your downswing and you just hold that club face off and rotate hard, and you're gonna get the square every time, imagine the consistency. You know every single time that club's going back to square because you're using your body. The body is squaring the club face, not the hands. The hands are a variable. If I rotate my hands left or right, club face moves. Your start direction will be all over the place. But if I keep the hands quiet and square, ball will always start in the same spot every single time. And I want you to be consistent. This is something we can take away from DJ's swing. We're not going to do the bowed wrist thing, but what we're going to do is learn how to use the torso to square the club face. So if you stand up straight, you turn your body to the right, back to square, look at the club face. It doesn't rotate at all. This is the golf swing. This is how you should treat the golf swing. First part of the golf swing to square at impact, turning through to square. The club face should not deviate much in that space. If it is, you're probably using a lot of hands, and that's something that will cause inconsistencies. You want the ball to start in the same direction every time. So continuing through with DJ's swing, he's turning his hips hard to square the face up, and then after impact, he's gonna keep extending those arms straight as he turns, because the extension of the arm staying straight prevents the hands from rotating, and it also is a huge power move. Imagine a baseball player hitting a home run. Preserves the power he's got right here into impact. And this is why DJ is so powerful and consistent. What do we take away from this? We can take away that golf gets a ton more consistent when you use your body to square the club face. You don't have to use your hands so much. I know it's commonly taught that you've got to release the hands, roll the hands. That's not a power move at all. In fact, I spend more effort trying to coordinate this, and there's no power in me rolling my wrists. None whatsoever. All I'm doing is rolling my wrists. That's it. But power comes from hitting. And that's what DJ's doing, is from this space to here, he's using his body to keep the club face square. That club face is not deviating whatsoever. I don't have to swing like DJ to get this down. I can swing like Tom Segudo. You can swing like you. It's just a matter of who's squaring your club face. Is it your body or is it your hands? This is what makes Dustin Johnson so successful, and this is what can make you much more consistent when you hit the golf ball. So Segudo golfers, have a fantastic day. Once again, congratulations to Dustin Johnson for winning yesterday. And if you're looking for a simplified way to improve your golf game, check out Segudo.golf, where I've got a system for you to play better golf. I'll take you from foundation your golf swing to finish, foundation to finish, and cover every single part of your game, including short game, chipping, putting, everything, you name it, just right there on my site, 10 bucks a month for the price of a Starbucks coffee. You could be playing your best golf right now. And if you like today's topic, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll make more content like this. PGA Tour swings and moves you can take away from some of the greatest players in the world. And subscribe to this channel if you want to have the best ball striking of your life, because I'm going to help you get there in a body-friendly and simplified manner. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on the range.